Hi, didn't see you there. Welcome to Wellesley, Massachusetts. I'm stuck here.
So, Caroline, what's the situation?
So, the sitch is that Wellesley College told all of their students that we cannot leave the town of Wellesley for this whole semester. So, I've kind of run out of fun things to do here.
So why are we at Wellesley Square Station on the MBTA?
Because we decided to do the only transit thing that one can do in Wellesley, Massachusetts, which is review the 3 Wellesley stops, one of which I've never even been to.
Wow. So what did I originally give this station?
A 3 out of 10.
Really?
Yeah, I was heartbroken to learn that. This station is only one of 2 commuter rail stations I've actually used.
This
So,
and South
South
Station?
Station, duh.
Of course.
So it has a piece of my heart.
But
It's a little shitty, but
yeah. I'm gonna have to bleep that.
excuse me. I'm so sorry. I need to censor myself.
I mean, we have a low platform, so it's not accessible. I mean,
Yeah.
that's not the best. So this is the outbound.
Mm-hmm.
We have
Notice we've got 3 benches, it looks like, and maybe a
1,
fourth
2,
one.
3.
We've
I think
got
it's just 3.
trash cans.
Yeah. I like waste baskets. You call them trash cans?
Yeah.
They're waste baskets. Well, go on, let's walk down. Here we go too. Intermittent track switches. And the LED signs do not actually say anything, as far as I'm aware, regarding which track the train will be on. Because there's only one LED sign here.
Hey, isn't that where work?
Yes. I'll beep their names. 6 bike racks. Requiring bikers, because there are steps here. So unless you want to lug your bike down the steps, you have to go all the way and then down the ramp. And they're on the outbound side. So if you were to take your bike, if you want to get to an inbound train from the outbound side, you take your bike through the parking lot, down the ramp, to the lot, walk up the stairs, go around, and go to the other side. What?
Do we know if there are bike racks in the parking lot over there?
Not necessarily. We should go and look.
I mean, I will say, you've got a beautiful view looking this way. Sunset happening in the background.
Well, that's because we started this way too late in the evening.
Yeah. I'm just pointing out.
It's going to be cold.
Nice view.
It's going to be cold tonight.
And I am not dressed for it.
So,
we've got two bands.
I don't know if they're...
A little sketchy.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing here. They might be kidnapping children. Or selling drugs. Annual sticker or daily fee required. Enforced these times. So effectively they're saying like, yeah, you should pay the fee at other times, but we don't really care.
And you'll also notice in the top right corner the beautiful Wellesley town seal. Notice the date. Very interesting, given that this is Massachusetts. You'll note that this is the 13th newest town in Massachusetts, actually created after the college. Kind of interesting. Broke off from West. They broke off from Nita! Just beautiful. Quintessential New England town.
And it's crappy train station.
Who says crappy?
Me.
Well loved.
We've got a number of steps of equal gait. But then, what's up with this? some length of a foot, more than the length of a foot.
Yeah, someone didn't do their job. Southbound station train, now toward platform 1.
Where do you get southbound from? Is that a Caltrain announcement?
No, that's a BART announcement.
Oh.
It has fewer benches, only 2.
No, I think there's probably one in the bus shelter too.
Well, the bus shelter is...
Sketchy?
Yeah. I was going to say something else, but...
What?
Well, I'm choosing not to bleed myself.
Oh. Oh my goodness, this looks...
I know.
Wow. This is awful. Oh yeah, 4 benches. Because the inbound side, you gotta... Yeah. This is terrible. I'm seeing why I gave this a 3.
Well, I mean, from a purely sentimental standpoint, this has to get at least a 7 out of 10.
Okay.
I mean, it's beautiful. But if I'm being realistic, this is a horrible train station. It probably deserves maybe a 4 out of 10.
Okay. So that's gonna be it's a 7
So
for.
we could average it out, or just
4 plus 7 is 13 divided by 2 is
5.5.
5.5 out of 10.
Yeah.
And a 3 out of 10
Mental math.
from me. Yes.
Oh, you're sticking with your 3 out of 10.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Why are we still running?
I don't know. I've already done my cardio for the day.
Oh, yeah, perfect. I'm filming, by the way.
We've made it to Wellesley Hills. As you can tell, it's gotten darker. Sun's gone down and it's a little colder, so I'm really grateful for my little mask keeping me warm. Wear a mask, protect those around you. Yes, I love public health.
Our dinner's over there. Alright, so what's this?
So this is Cafe Nero.
Okay.
Honestly, this is like very, it would be great if this was open right now, but it closed like 40 minutes ago.
I want to look inside.
They're gonna think you're trying to break in.
But there's no one there.
Well, there's someone in there.
There is?
Yeah,
You sure?
yeah.
How do you know?
Because I saw her car out there.
Is it still there? Okay, quick glimpse. Okay, I'm coming back.
Also noteworthy, you can cross the tracks safely here, which you can do at Wellesley Square, but it's technically illegal. But here, this is perfectly
Well,
legal.
also at Wellesley Square, you have to go beyond the station where the fence
Yes,
ends.
they really try to keep you from crossing.
There's
But
just
like,
a crosswalk.
I mean, here this solves the main issue of like people not knowing which track they need to be on. Although I could see this being kind of dangerous because, like, what if you don't know what track it's on, and so you see the train coming in, and you're like, oh, oh crap, I need to be on the other side. So then you cross, and then you get hit. So there's a level of danger here.
We also imagine like the trains in the station, and you're
you
screwed.
can't
You have to like.
Yeah. Good point.
That's actually kind of a problem.
Good point.
It's actually kind of a problem. Bike racks. The Wellesley Report article
3-wheel bike.
told me that I should have included this in my print post, which I didn't.
Is this a better station for accessibility?
No, this still isn't accessible.
Okay.
None of the Wellesleys are accessible.
That's major points off.
Yeah, exactly. Also major points off, there's absolutely nothing on the outbound platform.
Except the trash can.
One trash can. Wastebasket. Stop making me say trash can.
There's a trash can and there's a nice
There's a
Wellesley
wastebasket.
Hills sign.
Yes. With the one of the Wellesley Hills behind it. You can see the houses up there. Meanwhile, on this platform, we have the really, what would you say about this bench? It's dark.
I mean, I think it's really nice. It's just not well lit. So
Right.
during the day, I think this would be great.
Right.
It's covered, which is like bonus points.
Yeah. It's just,
You can turn the
Dark.
camera to yourself too.
you could just film me.
I can film you.
Alright.
Okay.
Hey everyone, so we've got these benches over here. Come on, follow along. So we've got this double length bench here.
Very nice, very nice.
And then we have several advertisements, various locations in Massachusetts you can visit.
Spirit of MA.
Not sponsored. Lovely trash-filled wasteland here.
How do I zoom in?
What?
How do I zoom in?
Oh, there's a slider up there, and you.
Oh
just
yeah.
Right. Yeah, it's kind of slow. There you go.
Look at that trash. We've got a post office.
Yeah.
But you'll note both Wellesley Square and Wellesley Hills are next to a post office. That's kind of cool. You can't even see it. There's stairs right here.
Yeah. And you can keep going under the bridge.
Okay.
I think it just needs like more sketchy platform. So, Fool, what would you rate this station?
I think I have to give this one a 4 out of 10.
Okay.
Purely because it's got more seating, at least on the inbound side.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, know your audience. most people from Wellesley are probably going inbound. And the main reason, well, there's two main reasons I'm giving it more than Wellesley Square, even though I do love Wellesley Square.
You gave Wellesley Square a 4 as well.
No, I gave Wellesley Square a 3.
No, I gave Wellesley Square a 3. You gave it a 4.
Well, then I guess I'm giving Wellesley Hills a 5.
Okay.
Well, I mean, Cafe Nero is a big plus.
Yeah.
And, you know, I would have a hot coffee if I could. It's a little cold out.
Yeah.
But the other reason is this really cool track crossing.
Sure.
Which, as I've told Miles many a time, I'm a BART girl, and you can't cross the BART tracks or else you die.
Yeah.
So it's really cool to walk across train tracks safely.
I worry that this crossing it's nice, but I worry it might present problems if you're on the wrong side. Because once the train's in, you can't get across. For what it's worth, I think I would give this a 4. 1 higher than my rating for Square.
So we both gave it 1.
Yeah. Alright, well, should we bring our dinner to Farms?
Yeah.
Okay. See you at Farms. So to get to Wellesley Farms, Google Maps is having us walk through this weird industrial backlot.
Yeah. As I said, it's the perfect place to get murdered because no one would hear you.
Yeah. And coming up, looks like no one's going to be able to see you either.
Yeah.
Okay, we're on a quiet, fancy residential street now. I can barely see
I
it.
don't know why I feel like I need to whisper, but I didn't think it could get creepier.
Okay, we're here in the haunted woods, but I think Wellesley Farms. I think I see the red of an LED sign. This might be Wellesley Farms. I think this is the parking lot. I think we made it.
The sign of hope. This really is in the middle of nowhere.
I know. Once again, no one in the parking lot.
Why would you have a station right here?
I don't know. I think it's definitely the least used of the 3 by like a long shot.
Because all of these people don't need to.
It's actually funny this. Yeah. And there's like parking for like a residential neighborhood, which is kind of funny too.
Yeah. I wonder how the people in the neighborhood feel about this station.
It's the kind of thing where if they tried to build a new line, they'd be really against it, but if they try to get rid of service here, since it's already here, they'd be against it. Well, here's the bike rack. Not the best.
Impressive.
Yeah. This station just has a lot of charm though. I mean, once you haven't seen the shack yet. You haven't seen the shack yet. And look, there's a pond here. I love that.
That is nice.
Not accessible, of course.
No, because God forbid.
Here's the shack, which is lit up. They light it up.
What the heck?
They lit up the shack. Okay,
This is a
Wellesley
nice
Farms.
clean map, but then the board is kind of a paint job.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Oh my God.
Complete with a bike rack inside. No bench inside. There's a bench here, but they don't put one in the shack.
I feel like this is a place that like teenagers would come.
Got the Nirvana graffiti, which I didn't get when I did the print review. And is the owl here?
I don't like this.
There's usually an owl in here, I think. But I don't. Yeah, here it is. Here's the owl. Can't really
Oh,
tell.
you can't really see it.
Yeah.
Well, it's there. No, this feels like the kind of place. You're not going to want to put this in the video. But I feel like this is the kind of place that teenagers would come.
Yeah, I agree.
know?
Yeah,
It has that kind of energy.
it does.
Also, they're trying really hard to keep those pigeons out.
Oh, I know. So much netting. I just think this is so cool, though. You come out as a nice entrance. You hate the shack?
Shack freaks me out.
Okay, I get it. No idea if this is in focus or not. But hi, we're back in the Wellesley Square area.
Yes.
We left Wellesley Farms,
I got spooked by the shack.
but in our haste we forgot to score Farms.
Yes. I personally would
What?
I'll be giving Wellesley Farms a 3 out of 10.
All right.
The shack really did not do it for me. I mean, other
kind
than
of
that, it was
expecting a 1
standard.
from you, so I'm happy to hear you gave it at least a 3.
I mean, just for that, I'm gonna bring it down to a 2.
A 2, okay.
Just to spite you.
Wow, alright. I don't think that's how an objective thing is supposed to score, but okay.
Well, this is all based on qualitative data, so
Sure.
I can do whatever the heck I want.
Okay. Well, that's fair.
What would you give it?
I'm gonna stick, I could give it a 4 in the original print post, and I think I'm gonna stick with it.
Okay.
I think the shack is kind of neat, even if they should have a bench in there and not just a bike rack.
Yeah.
And I love the pond. I think it has a lot of character.
The pond does add charm.
Well, okay, so
We've done all 3 stations.
having reviewed them all, what takeaway do you have?
My takeaways, well, one, they're like farther apart than I expected, which I think is just reflective of the fact that Wellesley's a bigger town than I always think it is.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I don't necessarily think that there's a need for 3 stations in Wellesley.
Yeah, agreed.
Especially, like, Wellesley Farms just kind of seems like it doesn't get use.
Yeah.
And maybe it should just, like, not have been built in the first place to make the other 2 stations better and more accessible.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just my 2 cents.
Yeah. You know what my takeaway is?
What?
I'm excited for when you can leave Wellesley again.
Yes, I'm
It's
excited.
so boring.
I'm
We gotta go on a
excited
real
for that
adventure.
too.
Industrial lot, creepy road. I want to go to like Virginia or West Virginia.
Hey, at this point, I'll settle for Needham.